Hi Guy, today I wanted to draw your eye to something that popped up on my newsfeed on Sunday morning, and to be quite honest, I'm still in shock and surprise over it, a day later. Basically this was an article, I'm just going to quote the first paragraph from Kotaku. Internet cretins engaged in a harassment campaign against a woman who worked for EA this weekend, flooding her social media and various internet profiles with vitriolic, often misogynist messages. Her sin, it appears, was working on animations for the game Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, the person that's involved is a lady called Ali Rosemary Leost, who is quite a famous cosplayer, I believe, and I think she's been working in EA's motion capture labs over in Vancouver. Now the thing is, before we even get into this, it's actually been falsely reported. She doesn't even work for the studio direct to do with Mass Effect at all. So all these accusations that she's actually involved with this, it's rubbish. And basically these people have been attacking her over absolutely nothing. That's nothing to do with her. It's not her fault. I mean, you've just seen popping up on your screen now, but just a few of the comments that have been coming up on on a Twitter feed. Why did you remove the ME Andromeda info? Ashamed of what you did? You should be. You ruined Mass Effect. Hope you get fired ASAP. Again, she had nothing to do with it. This is a good one. Can I stick my dick in you so you can learn a few more facial expressions? Now, what they're talking about here is the very ropey facial expressions in the new Mass Effect game. It's been getting a lot of complaints. It looks terrible. It hasn't improved in 10 years compared to other games, which is, as a complaint about the game, that's very valid. That's a very good point to bring up. It is terrible, but to be attacking one person who has had nothing to do with this, I mean, it's not built by one person sat in a studio just designing literally hundreds of thousands of faces in a single game, and the reaction to it has been absolutely appalling. In fact, it got so bad that BioWare had to come out and actually make an official statement of this is how crazy it was getting, the way she was being attacked. I'll read this out. It says, recently, a former EA employee was misidentified as a lead member of the Mass Effect Andromeda development team. These reports are false. We respect the opinions of our players and community and welcome feedback on our games. But attacking individuals, regardless of their involvement in the project, is never acceptable. That's BioWare GM. It's a very, very worrying trend which has just been building and building. This started, I think, last year to a scary degree, I think, with No Man's Sky and the way that Sean Murray was being attacked, and websites having like DDoSs if they didn't like the game, or personal attacks against him. I mean, the guy went basically dark and disappeared from the internet. Whether or not you think he deserved that, some of the attacks he was getting were quite appalling. And then in recent time, I did a video about a week ago and I was talking about Jim Sterling, because he didn't do a bad review of Zelda. He gave it what he thought was his honest opinion of 7 out of 10. Now, for 2 days, his website was attacked. It was taken offline. It was constant. It was flooded with all sorts of very, very dodgy, ropey for a review of a game. And now we've got this sort of thing happening. And, this isn't acceptable. I can't believe that it's like, because if you're a gamer and you think this sort of thing is a good idea, or they deserve it because, they haven't made your game the way it should be, then the problem is you should be playing a different game. You're the problem. It's not a good thing to go out and attack people for stuff like this. They are doing a job. They are, they have to earn a salary. They are making a living from this. And often things happen which is beyond their control. I mean, this person who's all these people who are on this team doing the facial design, they have like management above them. It's all approved by equivalent of committee and managers and all the rest of it. You know, attacking an individual over something that hundreds probably worked on in the first place, it's just pathetic. I mean, I will say this now, if there's anybody who watches my content as involved in the channel or and thinks this is an acceptable way of dealing with people related to a game. I mean, it's a game, for God's sake. I mean, just unsubscribe, go away. I'm not interested in you. Just leave me alone. I mean, you need to have a serious look at yourself, because it's just not acceptable. I don't know how you can move away from this sort of behaviour, but it isn't right. And if anybody sees any sort of comments accepting this sort of thing, it doesn't matter where you are, you know, just either shut it down, tell them to shut up, or just walk away from it, because it's absolutely disgusting. And I mean, Christ on a bike, I just can't believe it. I mean, this is a form of entertainment. These are games. It's a leisure activity, for God's sake. It is not the end of the universe because somebody does something you don't like. You don't start abusing them to that degree. I mean, you can have a bit of a grumble and say, yeah, I hated this part and I didn't like this, blah, blah, blah. That's perfectly acceptable. But I know, coming out with abuse, attacking a person, it's what is going on with the world? Just really, what is going on? And we'll leave it there, guys, because I'm just about to blow my top. It's the most ridiculous thing I've seen in the gaming news in probably the entire time I've been reading it. It's appalling, and I really feel for this poor woman. I just hope it blows over very, very quickly, and these people just have a close look at themselves and just get over it. I mean, honestly, ugh. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll post another video soon.